that is free right now. Bikini is not a spirit medium, she's just an acolyte in a way. And so is also Iris. Pearl can, but she said she couldn't find her. Now then, let's continue where we left off, shall we? Yes, so she is Dahlia. You can more or less see it on the way she acts, especially now. Yes. How can I help you, Mr. Judge? Well, it seems that if we're to learn the truth, we'll need to hear your testimony. I have no problem with that. But when you see what I have seen, sometimes the truth is better left unknown. In any case, let's hear your testimony. Tell us about the plan that was carried out that night. But why would Maya summon Dahlia? Or if it is not Maya, then who? The whole plan began with my death. That sounds like let's easily say that sounds like
Fatality.
a worst ever. It sounds like this.
Fatality.
Yeah, like the worst plan ever. The whole plan began with my death. Yeah, sure. Stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fate to install her own daughter as the next master. But for it to work, Maya Fey would first have to die. Second case, second game. Second case, second game. Is it not the first case? No, wait, the first case is a test case. What you're talking about now is the whole... what's it called now? When they were at the Kurine village. Yeah, that's the one. So that's the second one. Somehow I get that to the first, just because the first one is technically just a tutorial thing. The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame pin on Iris. Oh yeah, you are just the bastard of the month, or year, or even hell if you're there right now. The plan went wrong, but it seems to have succeeded anyway. Mostly because you managed to find Elise the X-Nym. So, okay, wait a minute. Did you just say the plan was to kill Maya Fey? Yes. You have a problem with that? Many! Many. Watch yourself, right? If you got a problem, solve it during cross-examination. That's one of my rules. Mr. Goddard is correct. And by the way, that's one of my rules as well. Kill Maya. Is it true? I'm uncertain about that. I'm a bit uncertain about fully her plan here. What? Because the plan can... Because it might be. They didn't know that Elise the X-Nym was the head mistress of everything here. It might have been. I still have 2 health. Goodness sake me. You were executed last month, correct? Yes, I still believe. Yeah, I was about to say I wasn't really... I just still remember it. It wasn't pleasant. It's like... Ooh, hanged. I have to check. Do they still hang people? Oh, crap. That is just a... My god. Oh. How did you manage to discuss the plan? When did you talk with Morgan Fey? Last year. She was transferred to the same detention center as me. Huh. Of course she was. As I was on death row and she was my mother, it was actually pretty easy to meet with her. Ah, I see. So that's when you discussed the plan. Huh. Pretty crazy. First, I was planning to kill me as well. Even though I'm her own daughter. This family! Good God! All to make Pearl Fey the master of Kurine. She's a tall, twisted woman. And you're not? She thought she could finally regain her lost honor. The honor she lost when her younger sister Misty was not Maya, Mia. Misty, not me. Amy, that was it was. Sorry, there's so many me in here, or im. Amy, Misty, Mia, Maya, it's many M's here. Ever since that day, she's been working on this plan. A plan, huh? Goodness sake, she's all high and mighty. You're talking about Pearl Faye, is that correct? Yes. Thought at first she had high hopes for the two of us. You and your twin sister, Iris. That's correct. Fortunately, neither of us had much spiritual power. That's why we were abandoned by her, along with our father. Abandoned! The only person I ever really cared about in my life was myself. My sister was a nuisance, so I convinced my father to leave her at an old temple. Just hearing all this is just... You mean Iris? Yes. My father married a woman who also had a daughter. The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right? Oh, everything is just like a slap in the face. And on top of that, my father had absolutely no interest in children in general. Yeah, that's... The real horrible one was that woman. A bitter, vengeful woman. It was her stubbornness that gave birth to that child, Pearl Faye. She was born with an abundance of spiritual power. Unfortunately for her, Morgan Faye heaped all of her broken hopes and dreams into that poor child's back. All because of her pathetic dreams of having her bloodline become the main family. Jesus. Like, is there someone else that feels like all of the things here is just like a slap in the face? Why would have to die, but why? For our bloodline to succeed as the main family, thus making Pearl the new master. The remaining descendants of the current master had to be taken care of. The Pearls would never agree to a plan like that. She adores Maya. How sad, you still don't get it, do you? What Pearl wanted had nothing to do with it. Morgan didn't care one bit about Pearl. The only thing she cared about was the position of the master, that's all. Jesus. That's ridiculous. She was willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve her goal. The life of her daughter, and naturally the life of Maya Faye as well. How? He has done that a lot of times. You were going to kill Maya. Probably didn't need to know anything about it. All she had to do was follow the instructions in the letter and channel me. Then I would simply use her body and finish the job. Yeah, sadder. As I said, it's like a slap in the face. It's not just like sad. It's like, ah, she's just gonna kill someone. Wham! She has killed someone. Wham! And I would also kill someone. Wham! It's just like, Jesus. No consent to anyone here. In any case, I'm already dead. There's nothing any of you can do to me. So the plan was to blame the crime on your younger twin. On Sister Iris of Asakura Temple. She and I look absolutely identical. No one can tell us apart. If someone were to witness me killing Maya, naturally they would think it was Iris that had done it. And the witness in this case was the head nun, Sister Bikini. Never would have guessed she was going to return to Asakura Temple that night. But she wound up seeing Iris' crime anyway. But why did you want to pin the murder on Iris in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she? You're asking about someone who have already killed her own sister. Twin sister? Don't make me laugh. She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her. She just don't understand. Never will. Anyway, Jesus. You think the plan was a success? You heard me. Just as that woman had hoped. Maya Fey is dead. Now the title of the master will pass on to Pearl Fey. I am absolutely not on that train. I believe she is still alive. I technically know she's still alive, but that's not from this game, that's from another game. She's just trapped. Trapped inside the sacred cavern. Heaven. Really? You're as foolishly optimistic as ever, aren't you? My darling Feeny. Ooh. Ooh, don't bring that back. You want to know the truth? Ever since we met, I've despised you. Your sniveling naive and your pathetic faith in other people. I just want to know one thing. What did you personally think of Morgan Fay's plan? I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan. It had no point, no value, other than fulfilling her own greedy desires. Yes. It was certainly nothing to be proud of. Hmm. If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out? Why would you do it? You mean you may not understand it, being the kind and gentle soul you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that. Okay? Isn't it obvious? I'm not like that woman. You're worse! I only act in my own self-interest. The reason I helped her was for myself. Satisfaction. You mean like, how many people have she tried to kill now? Phoenix might be sort of one. His classmate is 2. Her sister is 3. Her boyfriend, in a way, is 4. It might be up to 5 people, or 6 if Maya was dead. Jesus. Is that your satisfaction? This woman, Dahlia Hawthorne, is a psychopath? Huh. I don't know her goal. Obviously, it's because you were helping Morgan Fay. Helping? That made me laugh. From the day I was born to the day I died, I never helped anyone. I lived for myself, and in the end, I died for myself. I thought it was obvious. You didn't really die for yourself. You died only yourself. You died, sadly enough, alone. He wasn't actually cooperating with Morgan. He was just using Morgan and their plans so she could accomplish her own goal. All I wanted to do was kill Maya Fey. It was the only way I could think of getting revenge. Wait, revenge of what? Wait, because it's technically Misty Fey's fault that they got pushed out in the family in a way. Wait, present what evidence? I really seriously have to check because I have no clue. What sort of evidence are you talking about? Hold up. Oh, that is so true. Why did I forget about that? Okay. Yeah. Because of her. She's the reason why Dahlia is dead. Oh, now I understand. Could it be that your actual goal had nothing to do with Maya Fey herself? As I said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore. Because I'm already dead. Well, I had the same problem, you see. You can't punish the dead. You can't take revenge against me either. You want to take a revenge on someone? I was sentenced to die because of that woman, Mia Fey. If someone knew this was it. I didn't. I completely lost that thought. I want to send her a message. It was at her hands that I suffered my first humiliation. Your first and last! I want her to feel the same pain she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized revenge was impossible, I gave up. And the reason it was impossible was perhaps because Mia Fey had already died. Yes, and I realized there's only one way to take revenge against the dead. And how do you do that? Even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, lives on forever. I want to take away the person that Mia Fey loved most. I want to kill her with my own hands. That would be the one and only way I could take my revenge against Mia Fey. That's why the reason I helped out with the woman's plans. Okay? Just for that. For that you could kill For that you would kill Maya. Your goal was no different than that of Morgan Face. Technically not, because you will also wanted to kill Maya, so... like, yeah, sure. It's perhaps not the same plan, but it's more or less the same end goal. As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Luckily, Pearls is a pear. What a cruel plan. Cruel, cold, and hard. Don't waste your time preaching the dead. Already told you there's no thing you can do to me. At night... well, it was about 9:30 p.m. I'm materialized into this world. I quickly pinned my hair up and put on the demon warding hood. Then I picked up the staff that was by my side and left the secret temple. Wait, at least the accident channeled her? Why? That ridiculous head nun never noticed a thing. Loving him. He left Maya Fey in the temple and wobbled back, clutching her old poor back. What did you do then? That kid was easier to handle than I had hoped. I caught up with her in the front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger and got it from the storeroom and... So then you're saying you stabbed Maya. It doesn't really work, because then you must have stabbed yourself as well. Strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. What does that mean? No clear memory. I don't know. I think I was stabbed. You were stabbed? At the last minute? Maya Fey must have stabbed me. Sure of it. Yeah, but at the same time, they would be facing each other, so that is not really true. Anyway, I suddenly lost consciousness. Before I did, I scrawled her name on the lantern. Why did you scroll it upside down? As I was passing out, I wrote Maya behind my back. I hoped it would cast suspicion on her. That's where my memory temporarily stops. It stops! I don't have any memory of actually killing Maya Fey with my own two hands. My very last memory was Maya's terror-filled eyes. When I woke up after that, I was in the sacred cavern surrounded by darkness. So this is Maya's body. You were in the sacred cavern. The entrance was sealed with one of those trick locks. Somehow I had been trapped in there. But how did you wind up in there? I'd like to know that myself. Anyway, I was worried. I didn't know whether or not Maya Fey was dead. And I swore I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I had killed her myself. For a ghost, you're one tough cookie. Ghost cookie! I want to get out of here and make sure she was dead. But you can do it. You can get out. Bricklocks stopped you, huh? I didn't know how to remove it. Then you're saying you were actually confined against your will inside the sacred cavern? Yes, I want to go rid of that annoying lock as soon as possible. It wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted while I was working on it. Interrupted? It was early in the morning. Someone came into the training hall. What? Ooh! Could have been Maya? I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see. Why not? If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. So I made sure to hide myself well at the back of the sacred cavern. Taking the time. That morning, only two people could have gone into the training hall. Maya and Pearls. Pearls went there to cover the hanging scroll in gravy. Still, I finally managed to remove the lock, but I was too late. What do you mean by that? The flies had already started to gather. The bridge has been fixed and the police had started to investigate the investigation, correct? Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead I returned to the cavern and put the lock back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I had hoped. But just then, Lady Luck showed up. Lady Luck? After that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself. The real Iris. She said she'd come back to make sure the sacred cavern was alright. Stupid girl. I came out from the sacred cave and I got a feel for the situation. That's why there were so many locks. And I locked her away in my place. Jesus. I had finally learned exactly what happened. It was then I learned that the plan had actually succeeded. She doesn't know, does she? What do you mean your plan has succeeded? I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one that had summoned me, I had assumed that it was Pearl's Fae. Well, of course you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions. But I was wrong. The person that had actually called my spirit back was Misty Fae. Picture book author. Wait, what? Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden, it was her body that was left lying there. Maya Fey. I wasn't able to kill her with my own hand. I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin a human can commit. And that is matricide, the sin of killing her own mother. God. Order in court. What is the meaning of this? It's true that the one who attacked Maya Fey. But even so, the murderer who actually snuffed out Mr. Fey's life was no other than her darling little Maya. Ridiculous, that's nonsense. Are you sure about that? Just think about it. There's even evidence supporting these facts, isn't it? What support? Hold on, I need to... What's evidence? The fact that Maya Fey has disappeared is evidence enough, isn't it? The idea that she's still in the sacred cavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the temple, that much is obvious. In that case, there's only one place she could be. Where? We have to spell it out. Nah. Maya Fate killed her long-lost mother. Can you imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that? That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River. Most bodies that wind up there are lost forever. Has Dahlia not understood who has summoned her or something? Because there are not many people that can summon them. It's Pearls, Misty, and Maya. Whose phone is that? It's not. Whose phone? Oops. Sorry. That explains. It was his theme. I thought I remember whose theme this was. It was his theme. What kind of ringtone is that? You're asking yourself. You have your own ringtone. Got it here. Okay. Thanks. Was it something important? Good work then, Gana Gaming. I have yet to start any homework because I don't go to school yet. Hopefully I will in this fall. I really want to learn more about making games. I also managed to fix a bit of a problem with my game. I had a problem, I think I said in the last stream that the problem I had is I have these caches of data, which is like for the items. For example, like if it's gonna have add, if it's gonna have slow, if it's gonna, how much it's gonna add on it, or for how long they will be like, I don't know, asleep, if we say so, used. The problem is that each time I used one of them, I noticed that each card I used literally changed the cache, like the information cache, which is not supposed to be done because then it changes the whole game. Even if you would start a new game, it would still be saving the whole thing. Oh, by the way, is that how you save a game then? Huh. I just realized that now. That's how you can save a game. I've never been able to actually understand how to do that before. Now I know. Huh. Okay. That's how my brain works. There was a woman with K. It wasn't Maya Fey. It was the accused. The survivors. Don't look so surprised. I locked her up in there yesterday. I just finished telling you that. So, what about Maya? Where is she? No one else found inside the sacred cavern. It's her! It is literally her. I told you, didn't I? She's dead. Things is through, Phoenix. There are not many people here that can do that thing. That this case has gone to the tragic. I do love they say that, and also welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm holding here. Just because I see no more people joining. I do love, like, is she going to keep that body forever? Because she doesn't technically know which body she has. I'm just waiting for her to just leave the body, and there stands Maya, like, okay, she's still alive. Ha! Suck it. Overcome with guilt for what she has done, Maya Fey jumped to her death. No, that's not true. Why are you laughing at this? Right. Have you ever heard this one? Once you eliminate impossible. Yeah, 1 hour and 43 minutes. Whatever remains must be the truth. Oh, you're hosting me with. Thank you, Gani Gaming, for the hosting. And I still not changed that image. That's more or less Streamlabs' main image thing. No matter how improbable it may seem. What is that supposed to mean, prosecutor Godot? According to this witness, Maya Fey threw herself into the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth? Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden, which means that Maya had thrown herself into the river. It must have been from the inner temple side near the bridge. Oh, right, because if we check the map, it's rock there. There is no river, there's only rock. Ha 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 ha. But that's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there. Don't get your panties all twisted up, right? Just relax and think through the whole thing again. So it's impossible. Why couldn't have thrown herself into Eagle River? Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Fey threw herself into the river from the inner temple side. Yes, the map. I just checked it. It's the map. It's impossible to jump into the Eagle River from the inner side. Oh, by the way, it's I'm gonna do yeah. Just because I used the item. I used the proof I have. What did you say? 11 years ago, you jumped into the same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. Yeah, it's just rock bottom. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side, there is a big rock shelf. Oh, you're right. She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should have been able to see her body in this photo. Not true. Could you have shown the photo as well then? You finally figured it out. Order, people, order. They're just playing with me. Maya Fey's body is at the bottom of Eagle River. There is nowhere else she could be possibly hiding. This is so dumbfounded. Have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Yes, just a few minutes ago, Maya Fey wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We know that she didn't throw herself into the Eagle River. Correct. That eliminates all the most likely possibilities. Now, although it seems impossible, there's still one other place she could be. What? What is this one possibility you're talking about? It's obviously a bluff. So where is her dead body? Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. I'm gonna check something because I am pretty certain that this is just part 2 of part 3. Yeah, there's still a part 3 of this thing. What the hell? I think there is a way that gives Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya really is this instant? She's here! There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom. How can she not understand that? Dahlia Hawthorne, it seems you recall that what you said. I had misunderstood one thing, you see. So what? I think there's one more thing you misunderstood. What is it? What do you mean? Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne? Why is that obvious? No, she's not. I've already met her. You're wrong. Pearls tried, but you couldn't do it. Yeah. Is there an explanation? It could happen if someone else already channeling the same spirit. Oh yes, someone called me before Pearls did, but who? Pearls even tried again the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now, am I correct? Oh, she's having it now. It wasn't Pearls that channeled you. There's only one possibility left. This is an easy one. Pearls can do it. And Misty Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left. Come on already, I can't stand the tension. Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be Maya Faye. The easiest way she could do this right now is just stabbing herself, but I think she would feel that as well. Ooh. Remember what this witness, Dahlia Hawthorne, said about her goal. She said that her goal was to kill Maya Faye. Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her... Well, Grams, what would happen? Could it be? Looks like you finally understand, Your Honor. Well, I don't. What you going on about? What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you. Oh! Yeah, that is true! Protect herself from me? Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Faye. The path back to Asakura was closed off and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where could be the safest place to hide? Yep. Oh god. All this time you thought you had been channeled by Pearls. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you. She started to look like her mother now. Oh yeah, you would play like a fool many times over. Maya Faye killed herself. Isn't it obvious? Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into the river. It was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple. She has done something like that before. Not like this. But, no, wait, she has actually borrowed Mia for a moment just to be able to talk to the pigeon man. Who could have ever given her such a brilliant idea? Well, me, of course. Wait, ooh. Oh! Hi, Pearls and Mia. Hi! Dead or talking to the dead. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne. When did you get in here? So it's true. It was you. Yes. Huh. You're something else. What? What are you doing here? That hair. It's Pearls, right? Yeah, as I said, they don't change hair nor that. I think she changed her hair just to be able to look like her twin sister. Tell me something, Dahlia. I want to think back to that night one more time. You just cornered Maya in the inner temple garden. Then in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you. She did. You stabbed who? Not terribly surprising, since she was about to be killed. When she woke up, she was in the training hall. When Maya decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do. She did that. Can't believe it. Of course I didn't have all the details, but one thing was perfectly clear. And that was, I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free. Wait, what do you mean? It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help had arrived. Huh, okay. Oh yes, but why did you order her to do those things? If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Faye. Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan. All she was trying to do was follow her mother Morgan Faye's instruction. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly. Very badly. Dahlia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Faye to kill Maya at all costs. Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along. Why just not admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? The little plan was nothing but a big failure. Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say? What do you mean by another? Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure. That's true. 11 years ago. The fake kidnapping. Your very first crime. You got your hands on a $2 million diamond, but after Terry Floss escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed. Yeah, okay. And then 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but you wound up kill. Oh, Gaming. Welcome to the little. What can you say? Yeah, my little army. My army of viewers. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for the following. A fifth gaming. Okay, now I understand how to pronounce that. As a result, you were sentenced to death. And here you are now. Even dead and still failing. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny. You wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face. And now this. You messed up again. You let Maya Faye escape. Even though she was right there in front of you. Well, I don't know if it's like in front of. I'm gonna say in the exact same spot you are at. She is going nuts. I was supposed to kill Maya Faye like I swore I would. If you only had gotten this spiky-haired jerk the guilty verdict, wouldn't have been hanged to death. But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me. Even after death, you can be cocky. Oh. Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you'll never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose all of eternity. Jesus. Talk about curse. I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you, because we're already dead. What about it? And you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. That's very true, Dahlia. That's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you will have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne, a miserable, good God, weak creature who can never win at anything. And for you, there is no escape from that. Woo. This got so personal. He's losing it. It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now! I think she's gonna blow! Oh yeah, that's a bit creepy to be honest. That's a bit terrifying. Like... Oh, welcome back! This is the... This... What happened? I think I managed to skip something. That was the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne is gone. That was her spirit. The thing is that Maya had channeled her. So when she thought she killed Maya, she killed no one other than Maya's mother. Hi, welcome back. I wonder where you were somewhere. Apparently, she thought that she had killed Maya, but Maya channeled her, so she couldn't really find Maya. Could someone catch her before she fell? I just love how I sit like this, like, ooh. So, I think she forced Dahlia out of her body. That was a bit of a scary moment. I assume you are the oh. Yeah, that would be, like, weird. I assume you're the real artist. Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern. I must say, you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see. Yeah, but it's another outfit in a way, to be honest, even so. But at the same time, they might have changed outfit, that's why. Because I thought it might look like Maya's outfit, but it didn't really do that anyway. If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to the hell she came from. It seems that Mr. Faye wasn't the only victim in this crime. Maya Faye, as well as the young Pearl Faye, are also victims of this wicked and selfish plan. Yes, Your Honor. The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. Where did that name come from? And why do it, like, it's still one extra part. Okay, apparently. That's odd. We've already exorcised Dahlia from here, so... Honor? Yes, what is it? About this whole spirit meeting thing? It's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now. Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. You have to criticize me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a concerted effort to study up the current channeling technique. Oh! A year issue of... Oh! Cult! Oh, nice! A cult! I've seen quite a few things in my ways in many years on the bench. And in all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is and take place in its own world, if you will. In order to fully understand that world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ. I never thought of it that way. Okay. At any rate, it's time for pass judgment in case of Iris Hazakura of Hazakura Temple. Objection! And there it comes. What are you objecting about now, you Cyclops bastard? You're a little too fast with that gavel, Your Honor. What do you mean by that, Mr. Godot? Trial, it isn't over yet. What? Right. Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony. Dahlia's testimony. So he's not now gonna say that Iris stabbed her. Just as Dahlia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone. Yes, that's right. The person that was ultimately killed was a spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. At least the accident. No, Misty Faye. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it. True! So true! Shit! Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk until the evidence that proves her innocent. Jesus Christ, Godot, just lay down! Just throw away the coffee, but not on me. But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony. The prosecution is ready to call our final witness. Is this what you're waiting for? Because I saw a glimpse of the picture of the witness. No problem, Turgirl. I'll see you on Tuesday then. Because there is no... If I don't remember incorrectly, there is no problem with my streaming on... Tuesday, no, Thursday. This Tuesday today. Which I will be playing... Xenoblade. That's what it was. The mystery of who killed Misty Faye. Indeed. Is it really alright, Mr. Prosecutor? Of course it's alright, Madame Attorney. Well then, who is the final witness? Huh. Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case. Yes, there's only one person. Yeah, Maya. You can't testify after what she's just been through. We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Fey to the witness stand. Does she still have that hairdo though? Very well, but first we'll take a brief recess. We'll have to wait for Miss Fey to recover from a summoning before summoning her. Oh wait, that's Iris. Sorry, I forgot Iris was still here. Hey, try it. I got something to say to you, so listen up. What is it? I don't think much of you as a lawyer. It's always the same with you. If someone managed to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Some beautiful women always seem to come dashing in at the last minute to save you. But that's not going to happen this time. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself. That's enough. This court is now in recess. I do wonder if you will actually learn in this game what's happening. Because I remember when playing, I think it was the 3DS game, which was Dual Destinies, that Phoenix had come back as a lawyer. No, wait, he hasn't come back there, but he had been off duty for a while. I remember because he had some sort of, I don't know, not a formal outfit, we would say so. I think he left being a lawyer for a while, but I don't know when that started to happen. I'm truly sorry for everything. We're working so hard to defend me, but I was missing all day, and we didn't even have a chance to talk. She's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the Sacred Cavern. I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today to root on you. Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you. Why did you help your sister out as much as you did? If you had tried to get help at the Sacred Cavern yesterday, you would have been spent the entire day locked up in there. My sister, I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from her father either. Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it? Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to a separate temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. Nah, she more or less talks down to everything, to be honest. That's why I promised her that I would help her. We're talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago. Yes, I wanted to be useful for her in some way. But as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's stepsister Valerie ended up... No, that's not your fault. Dahlia is a bastard. But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder. Some people, you must mean. Yes, two defense attorneys. Mia Fey and Diego Armando. The poisoning on Mr. Armando. Ah, so it was him. Because I remember that she poisoned someone that was called Diego Armando. I thought it was Diego Armando at least. So that is why he has that thing on. For some reason. Yeah. They'll even try to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You. That's right. Iris, there's one thing that I have to ask you. Yes, what is it? The night of the murder, the person that cleared up the corpse of the victim, Elise Diaxnim. Was it really you? Yes, it was me. That night that I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. Around 10:30 I received a call on my cell phone. There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away. I got Snowball and headed for the inner temple. But the pathway in the temple was cut off. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. The pathway in the temple was cut off, right? Exactly. We can't just leave the body here. You got to do this exactly as I say, got it? Wait, why does it seem like she has been stabbed with the wire? It was me. I was the one who received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed so much. The staff that Mystic Elise always held. I knew it. The actual murder weapon was the staff. Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to a secret temple on the snowmobile. Okay, so here is the problem. Who the hell murdered her then? Why? Why did you alter the body? I didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Mr. Fay. I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with a cinchito. I sweated blood off the staff's blade and left it next to her on the ground. Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone, the real killer. Sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it. I see. Well. Okay, why is the judge want to ask about that? I don't get a bad feeling from her. I got a bad feeling from something else here. Iris cooperated with the killer. Maybe even from the very beginning. Hi, Mia. Yeah, I do like that you still have the clothing of a 9-year-old. How is Maya doing? Physically, she's not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case. I see. You don't mean she learned who Elise the X-Men really was? Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew. Why? Maya is stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it. What do you mean by that? I want you to figure out that answer out by yourself. The trial is about to restart. The real killer, do you know who is this yet? Nope. I do wonder. And one more thing. The victim was moved to the secret temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the inner temple side for almost an entire day. Pearls! Pearls did it! I remember now, because we didn't get her until the bridge was repaired. Pearls did it! Goodness sake me! Okay, we have figured it out! Perhaps. Yeah, there is still about 45 minutes left of my stream here. Don't worry about it. I do wonder, doesn't it say actually? I'm gonna check something here, because I think that on Twitch, depending, like, especially on the site, I don't know where you're checking right now. Yeah, if you actually are on a site, it does actually say just beside how many is watching, actually how long the time it goes. But if you're on a like a pad or a phone, I understand, because it doesn't show that there. The pearls did it. Perhaps not pearls, but